SRG. We are seeing that their mid trio has definitely changed up from what we saw prior to this. And then all of a sudden, very lane-focused heroes. We're seeing that Innocent getting Melissa all of a sudden. It's like, yes, you scale, but also she's great in lane against the Natan. Cram getting this export into the CC matchup, going with the emblems of tank, making sure that side is active before he trades. He's done a good job.
Yeah, I think it's not just kind of the draft. It's also, well, it's not kind of just lane priority. It's more like SRG. They're just giving Homeboys a taste of that game 1 medicine, right? We make the proactive moves. We make sure that our Roamer duo is stronger than yours. Your Eden is not going to work out if I have a Grok, your Carmilla. What's it going to do against a chip, right? I'll kill you, I'll rotate you, and I allow my assassins to invade you. The fact that Chibi died 2 times at 2 minutes, that is already a disaster.
Yeah, that's like the worst possible case scenario for the Homeboys. And I mean, the 16-1 scoreline represent this total damage dealt big time for Udil, but then we cut back over and realize that Cram is just like, kitty numbers.
Right.
Cram is almost doing as much damage as all of Homeboys put together. That is insane. The X-Warg is so good at just dishing out this DPS. And when you realize that Homeboys actually doesn't have a lot of burst, it's not easy for that Braga armor to come off. That's why he feels so confident about walking forward and just denying Homeboy space. But on top of Cram as well, I want to highlight the way that Yumes played this game, because his approach to Chip is very different from Zorn, right? He doesn't just drop down the portal, he saves it for the shield.
Yeah. That and also how he uses it to gain macro advantage, right? Something that Mirko highlighted yesterday. We are so used to seeing, you know, Storm or especially Zorn playing the chip. Every time we see someone, portal, we come through, we kill the guy, we go back to where we came from. But for Yum, it's not really a priority to use the shortcut.
I agree. I definitely think that he was looking for opportunities to like pull Homeboys apart and like really stretch them thin across the map, right? Because as much as Nets was isolated, Zorn was having to try and stick around longer in certain areas just to keep track of the portals of the Y wall coming in from Yums.
It's starting to get a bit painful though, because SRG, they have shown a myriad of heroes and they're winning the games with it, which begs the question, if you're on Homeboys, who do you really want to prioritize? Where do you want to attack?
They've tried so many things, right? They aimed the skies in the previous games. They tried aiming Humes. They tried aiming Innocent this game. And Red Giants just pull something new out of their pocket every single time. Going into the next game, I think what Homeboys needs to identify is that if Red Giants have a lead, it's not going to be possible to stop them. So they need to be the ones to create that early game, right? In game 1, you got to recreate that sort of early game lead again.
Can they even find the situation? Because right now, SRG, this is 2 games in a row where we've seen that the game pretty much is done for off the very first team fight.
Yeah.
And most of the time, it's not even like a full team fight. It's like a 3v3, 4v4, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, 3 members of the Homeboys are dead already.
Especially when you have Nolan on the side of SRG, right? Like, for 2 games in a row, Chibi basically got the same treatment he gave everyone else when he was playing Nolan. He's getting invaded early on, he's being put behind, and if his jungle clear was slightly slow, just a fraction of a second, he dies, right? There's nothing that he can do, and he relies on Zorn to help him, but Yums is just holding Zorn. Is like, you're not going anywhere without me.
It's an interesting relationship, right? It's an interesting relationship when you are playing one of the best tank junglers in the meta right now, but you're struggling to deal with this assassin, all because of how you interact with your support. And I think in this case, now we have another opportunity. There is another opportunity to punish this draft. Something to keep in mind for the future if we do see Carmilla will get locked in so early on. I think right now what Homeboys is trying to figure out is how do we win 2 out of the 3 lanes, because that's what we're seeing time and time again. Mid lane seems to be okay right now, but EXP and as well as Gold losing matchups doesn't help them a lot.
Prioritizing winning lanes is going to be very important if they want any of that early game lead. But we can see here in these highlights that these initial first couple of plays from the Red Giants just instantly claimed the game in their favor. The micro mechanics, the juggling of movements across different players. Every single player on the Red Giants is operating at maximum capacity.
This was probably the most painful 30 seconds for Chibi. Doesn't hit level 4. Forced to rush the turtle down, ends up dying, doesn't get the turtle, and respawns at level 3. It couldn't get any worse than that.
It really couldn't. It really couldn't. And from then on, I mean, the story kind of speaks for itself. SRG just completely dominate this game, and Sakai basically gets to do whatever he wants. I don't think anybody really threatens him for their lack of quote-unquote damage here, other than Nets. But even so, Nets was losing his lane pretty hard as well against Innocent, that he wasn't able to get to that 2 to 3 item point.
I want to quickly follow up with what Gideon pointed out, right? The interaction between roamers and junglers, because I think there are some heroes that we see examples where your jungler is clearing one buff, the hero starts to leash the second buff.
Yep.
And it has to be done in a condition where your mid laner has priority and damage to keep the enemy jungler away. That's why Guinevere, Carmilla, Edith, Marsha can do it. But in this case, because Yums is so oppressive, Zorn does not get the space to help Chibi get ahead even if he wants to.
I think the way that Yums used the chip in this game effectively held Zorn hostage. Because that Carmilla is designed and picked up specifically to counter chip, specifically to counter the portal. But Yums holds on to it. He makes sure that Zorn sees him. And he is constantly in a position where it looks like he can drop the portal down. So the Carmilla has to be standing there in preparation for it. But it just never happens. And because of that, there's no roamer presence, no support presence for the rest of the team.
Maybe that's why they banned the Arlet, because Arlet is one of the few heroes that can deal with the chip reliably early on.
Yes, no, that's partially one of the reasons, but also because with that final slash, and especially with the composition that they're trying to build from the side of the Homeboys, is very team-oriented, right? So when they're stretched thin like this, unfortunately, there's going to be a lot of holes in the dough when they're trying to bake this bread. I think at this point, it's really hard to say whether Homeboy should stay on the blue side or move over to the red side, because these issues have not been answered. And it felt like right at the beginning they had a rough idea of Edith being a potential solution, but now that Yums on this Grok is more than enough to keep him at bay, they have to start expanding in other horizons.
That seems easier said than done, though. Like, in terms of expanding horizons, it seems like Red Giants have already been doing that preemptively against the Homeboys, expanding their hero pool, looking for different angles of approach against the team that did manage to take them down in game number 1. And that's what makes this team so scary, right? That ability to adapt and understand their opponent. Homeboys have shown in the past that they're able to adapt during the game, but they have to do it so much faster than they normally do. Just like you guys have to move even faster than normal to scan this QR code at the bottom of the screen. Because we have an MPL NY survey that we want to hear you guys' thoughts about. Please feel free to share your feedback with us about MPL NY. Literally everything you want, because we want to continue to make this competition even better for all of you watching.
Only gets better when you guys are around. We can't be shouting without anyone watching on or offline. So you guys are pivotal to this ecosystem. And in fact, we have proven that we listen to you guys, because we are making improvement day in, day out. You wanted the terrorists to be free entry for the grand finals. It became free yesterday, right? We reversed that decision. Well, not we. Everyone. You get what I mean.
Specifically this guy. He's the one in charge of the terror.
Yeah, you can go to him.
For the most part, we do listen to you, and we want to make sure that we have a clean line of communication with everybody who wants to be involved with MPL NY as we continue to progress as a community. But now we have to talk about MSC, something that everybody is playing for, a chance to go to Riyadh.
So, for those of you who may not know, first place of the tournament, the champion of MPL NY, goes straight to MSC. Second place will go to wildcards. And as of current, we already know quite a few of the wildcard teams that they'll be facing off against. We got Xeno Zenith, Entity 7, S2G, Train to Kill. Like, do any of these teams like stand out to you guys?
Looking at S2G Esports, I personally have been very, I would say, I've been gravitating towards the Turkish MLBB scene, because I think they are starting to show a lot of promises, right? Like Fireflux, like last season. Right, Fireflux Turkish, right? I'm trying to make sure. I'm trying to make sure I get it right.
You got him.
Yes, Fireflux, for example, like last year at M5, they had a blast. They didn't make it as far as their fans wanted, but I think it's a good start. So maybe this wildcard, the Turkish region is gonna kind of heat it up again.
you say that, but I'm looking at the TBD, the to be decided regions, right? China, number one. I want to see whether or not their team has caught up with the rest of the meta. EECA is always an exciting region to watch. Their casters always sound metal, but their players are really, really aggressive. And let's not forget about Mongolia as well. Lil gonna show the rest of the world what they're capable of, and I would very much want to see them at MSC.
Hey, yo, I want to see your stats.
Oh.
Do it.
What are the stats? How do they look?
50. Wait, no. Wait,
We gotta look closer. We gotta look closer.
There we go.
Ooh.
Hey!
Man.
Good.
53. He's above.
He's like, wait. Oh, man, he's just pushing it. How many skills does he have?
That's a lot.
Oh, this guy. Oh boy.
Man, if only we could figure out who that guy is.
Yeah,
we absolutely don't know who that is. But let's talk about what's going to be happening next. Oh, actually, no. We're going to check out some other fans here.
Flame Boys, let's go. Your turn.
All right. How does it compare? Wow.
Improvement. Wow. Support.
Ooh, support me.
That's the Roma right there.
We appreciate you.
Thank you very much for your service.
Your sacrifices are worth it.
You are the Yums in my game.
We all could use our very own Yums, but this fan asked a good question. Will SRG win again? We will wait and see. But in the meantime, we actually have an interesting question to ask you, Husky. In fact, we've asked you this in the past. We have posed the question, who do you think can go toe-to-toe against teams in the MSC group stage? I'll let you answer it yourself.
I'm still sticking with what I said at the start of the season. SRG, no questions about it. I think that Homeboys, they can draw blood, but they cannot close out against SRG. They're still a league ahead, and I think so far this Grand Finals have proved the point.
I think that Homeboys are catching up here, right? But there's a lot of tech that it seems that SRG is a little bit more ahead in certain interactions than others, right? And I think, that's why they are looking so good as they are, right? They feel like a well-oiled machine. Homeboys, they have strong plans. But if things keep on shaking up and the messier it gets, their team fighting is great, but it could be harder.
Well, besides that, we also have a WhatsApp video to have a look at.
Hey guys, nama saya Lafel, and kalau kita nak berbual pasal prediction Grand Final, saya rasa tak akan tukar daripada regular season, sememangnya antara Selangor Giant dan juga Homeboys, di mana pada pendapat saya, finally kita akan jumpa kita punya back-to-back champion. Saya rasa Homeboys akan jadi champion pada season ni. So, kalau salah, memang teruklah kes aku. Sorry, Didi.
Well, interesting, yes. We gotta wonder whether the LaFell curse is gonna strike once again. And for our English-speaking viewers, basically, LaFell was predicting that Homeboys is gonna win. We're gonna get our first back-to-back champion.
Yo.
Uncle, oh, wow.
Wow, Uncle has 840 skins.
Jeez.
Actually, how many skins are even in the game?
As a Layla player, you're disgusting, Uncle.
Hey, Layla is surprisingly strong in lane,
Yeah, she is. I'm not gonna deny that, but still.
But yeah, back to what LaFell was saying. I know that we have a slight SRG bias on this desk, but do you think there's substance there? Do you think Homeboys is gonna bring it back? Let's ask you, Husky.
I personally always held on hope that they can bring it back, but I feel like I need to see some signs of that before I could kind of, be more firm on that statement, because right now, for 2 games in a row, SRG has had Homeboys figure out from the draft with those early priority picks like Crop and X-Borg that really put Homeboys in a position where they can play their draft, but they don't get to execute it. So I want to see signs of Homeboys recovering in Game 4.
Same here. I think that, SRG at this point have been making some honest-to-God hard reads, especially in that Game 2. Like, that very much was a hard read coming in from Coach Arcadia. I think at this point, I'm looking at Pops, and I'm thinking there are more questions left than answers.
Yeah. A whole lot more, especially when you lose to such different drafts 2 games in a row. So this time SRG takes red side, and Homeboys are gonna be banning out the Novaria first.
I'm hoping that Homeboys will be able to find those answers as well, because I think we're all having a lot of fun here, right? The fans are enjoying the atmosphere. I'm sure everyone watching at home is enjoying a very exciting Grand Finals as well. So let's keep it going. We're also going to tell you guys a little bit of a fun fact. The distance from Riyadh to Malaysia is over 6,000 kilometers. But despite that, you can
Saan
still
ba yan?
use
Kuala
Hotlink
Lumpur?
roaming while you're
Hindi
over
sa
there.
Sabah.
5G internet with
Brunei, Malaysia.
Hotlink, even in Riyadh.
Lightning fast 5G. So if you can be at Riyadh, but your gameplay is still gonna be crisp, still gonna be smooth. Not a problem.
Not a moment to miss here. This is draft again. The banning phase has been extremely slow coming in from SRG. Usually they're pretty like crisping quick with this, but now they're making sure that they're covering all their angles, and I like this because it just goes to show that even if SRG are ahead, they make sure that they do the preparation necessary in the draft and to consider the options, because now Homeboys, they've adjusted slightly, banning out the Nolan, getting rid of the Novaria. I mean, if SRG comes up with a new problem for them,
The Akai is let true, right? I know
Yeah.
yesterday Homeboys played an Akai roam because they try to mess around with the Leomor and Angela, but with Akai true, if Homeboys pick Fredrin, which there is a high chance, Akai can easily go to Sakai.
But will they prioritize the Akai as well is the question that's going to be open here. Considering from the previous games, you've already seen Xborg is a very solid counter to the Fredrin, can be picked pretty blind against the Homeboys as well. Aurora works pretty good. It doesn't feel like the jungle needs to be too much of a concern anymore. Red Giants, they ban out the Arlet.
Dangling them Matilda again. Matilda did lose priority in the last game, in game 2 and 3. That's a hard read.
The hard read of like, oh, if Homeboys win, I'm going to confess to my girlfriend. Cut to the next guy. I want to kiss daddyhood.
Wait. The third one was like, Homeboys will beat SRG, and then he kind of like crossed it out because SRG won 2 games in a row. I think I didn't see that, huh?
Adding the tally slowly.
There's 3 types of fans at MPL.
There's SRG fans, there's Ultras, there's the Flame Boys, there's Poji.
There's Bang!
Nice.
Oh, gee, that's a good way to categorize them. I like that. I like that a lot. Now, we see Valentina as the first pick for the side of the Homeboys. This, by far, is the safest opener I've seen from the Homeboys.
Matilda, Fredrin, Roger, Moskov, everything left for SRG.
I think Fredrin should be the choice here. I wonder if they might want to...
What?
They prioritize Aurora.
What?
Wow,
Stormy
really?
tell Arcadia? What?
I'll win the lane. Stormy, I need you to not die. And he's like, but I'll win the lane. It's fine.
Not die, give me Aurora. Can't die. I got 2 lives. I'm export.
I'm the export now, Cram.
I'm export, but ice.
You know what stops us from winning games? It's those darn towers, right? How about we freeze them?
How about we stop it in its
How about we
tracks?
stop the towers?
We saw a couple. I mean, we've seen Stormy really abuse the mechanic a couple of times. I think, what was it? What game was it in the regular season where we saw him use the Aurora?
Can't quite recall either.
I remember that he successfully got like 8 different dives off in the span of like, what, 6 minutes?
And they had a Matilda on that team, right? So,
Yep,
so
yep,
Yun
yep.
was just like pulling Stormy around. He's like, all right, Stormy, we need
Good
you
Noel.
here. Freeze tower.
Freeze tower. Oh, Claude Grok from the side of the Homeboys. Okay, is this the approach of like, all right, let's go back to the comfort picks, or are we looking for opportunities to stop SRG being aggressive?
I think they're just keeping it open. They're going for Claude as a safe pick, and then the Valentina and Grok are just generally very universal. I think they don't want to fall into the trap they did previously, where they kind of locked themselves into a certain playstyle with their earlier picks, and then Red Giants just pivoted their gameplay to another direction, right? This time, they want to make sure they have a proper response so that they're not caught with their pants down.
Such an open draft for SRG. You literally can't figure out what they want to achieve. Sure, they show Aurora and Fredrin. They show 2 lanes. But still, it's not really an answer. The Edith now taken away. Wow, a direct matchup into the Grok, which didn't go in the Edith's favor in game 2.
Interesting. I want to see whether this is actually going to make any difference here, right? Because like based off of the previous logic of like, wait, Yum's on that Grok, beat Zorn on that Edith. Constant rock, paper, scissors. Is that going to be the case here in this game? Or maybe this could be a potential flex pick for Cram specifically. We'll have to wait and see with the next upcoming bans in the second phase.
What's the problem for Homeboys when they went up against RSG and Y?
The thing is, even yesterday, right, we actually did see Valentina stealing Edith's ult and then just directly man-to-man fighting it. I can't remember if it was Udil doing it specifically.
Yeah, it was Udil.
It was, right? Yeah, so they have experience doing this. Our Red Giants are directly challenging them.
Kind of target down onto Chibi. Take out the Barats. You think they'll ban Akai? It probably won't, right?
Tough call. Tough call. Can't say for sure. Can't say for sure, right? Because if they were going to get rid of any of the junglers, like I can kind of understand the Barats for sure. Homeboys, on the other hand, they're getting rid of the Moskov. Might as well. Oof.
He'll ban the Baton next.
Does he ban the baton?
I mean, Homeboys, right? Because if you're targeting innocent,
You ban a ton of Roger though, like the 6
Yeah.
pick, right? Oh, they do ban the
Akai just
Akai.
get banned out.
They're posing the same question.
Ano
Homeboys
nga
asked
mag-a-assassin
them,
natin
how
si
about
Chibi?
Chibi's hero pool?
Anong
How deep are
gagamitin
your
ni
pockets?
Chibi?
I think Chibi, at this point, if it wasn't for that Aurora, it's
Assassin
looking like
ka
a
na,
Nolan or
Chibi, anong
Baxia angle.
gagamitin?
May Roger
None of
pa.
these get banned out, yeah. So Baxia is like... Baxia is probably the only choice. What else is left? Like, can he play? He can't even play a Link here, can he?
No.
No,
Link's too risky nowadays. Like, he used to play Martis, but even that has fallen off. So, like, Baxia is the only real meta option he has left.
I mean, they could consider like Hellcurt, but now that
Oh, yeah.
after the revamp, I don't know if it's going to be as effective because last time it's like, oh, CC, oh, you get silence, right? Now it's line of sight, which kind of changes the way you manage the matchup.
Alright, what's it gonna be? They banned the export. Okay. Cram put some fear of fire in their hearts in the previous game. I don't feel like it's quite as necessary to go for it this time since like they don't quite have the Fredrin, but I assume they will still need like tankier frontliners. So they go for that,
I like
but
this pick.
it
I
leaves
like
the
this
carry
pick.
open. So now if you go tanky,
I like
they're
this
still
pick.
away on the Red Giant side to deal with it.
Forcing the
Talagang
Baxia,
tutunawin
forcing
din
Homeboys away from the Baxia, but then again, Baxia is the only remaining tank jungler for
Tapos tayo
Chibi.
magpapaglabang
SRG
kayo,
have already
mga
kind of
basta
laid the
bayan,
foundation of
Phoenix.
how they want to deal with Homeboys.
Is it time to pull the Lancelot back out again?
Oh,
boy.
if he can win a game on that Lancelot, I'd be more impressed. I'd be more impressed, especially against SRG. But here we go, it's Roger as well as Vizsla.
Roger jungle. Yeah, that's an option.
Wow, into this Edith Fredrin and the Aurora. And that means that Homeboys, they are hoping to not have Game 2 and Game 3 happen to them, right? Like this early game is even more important than it is when you're on the Fredrin.
I agree. Is this a Benedetta angle? Is this because
Paquito.
Paquito's also not too bad, but into the Terizla matchup can be a little bit awkward, right? Because these early engagements from the side of SRG probably is going to be a little bit better, but eventually Homeboys should be able to outscale it overall and maintain like the outer circle, right? It's being an in-fighter compared to an outer fighter, and right now I think that Homeboys definitely want to be on the outside early and then later try to go in.
This works as well. Because Claude and Roger don't want to hit him, right? And he also makes life hard for the other two tanks on Homeboy's side.
It's a great final pick here and something that we already know that Graham is comfortable on. I think that the Red Giants have figured out a very good response to the Homeboys and narrowed down the options, pushing them into a situation where they do have to play double a marksman. What do you think are Homeboys' chances here, Gideon?
Honestly, it really depends on like who gets that first blood, right? It's less about how this skirmish boils down to, and more so whether Chibi can even play the game. He's dependent on Subbot. He's also dependent on nets. Maybe Zoran can make the difference here, but it's definitely not up to him.
Let's find out because game number 4 is about to be underway in just a little bit. SRG thus far has destroyed Homeboys 2 games in a row and they're up 2-1. One more point and it's series point for SRG. Game 4 coming up, Homeboys on that blue side, SRG on red.
Homeboys wants to become that massive obstacle on the path of the Red Giants, and they're going to try their best here. Zorn already doing a good amount of damage early on. Both junglers going to once again be starting on the same side of that map.
For now, guys, he's going to have an okay time. The question is whether Chibi is able to find that lead initially, right? Because Chibi, he wants to scale hard, but he needs to snowball hard. So guys, he naturally just gets stronger over time. But this being said, at least they now have some information about starting paths.
And Cram is so nice, he leaves the entire orange buff for Sakai. He knows that he's going to be able to catch the wave in time as well.
Chibi trying to steal something is not successful though. Red Giant's not gonna force any sort of engagement here though. Stormy gonna be the victim.
Yeah, no point trying to go for the Lycan pounce here. Stormy still has his passive. You're just wasting time as you can see that Sakai is quickly catching up. Most likely gonna hit level 4 first. Yeah, he's already level 4. Perfect. This is exactly what we want to see. And at this point,
Wait, they got the timing right. Oh, Yums.
Oh, that was close.
Wow.
Yep.
1-0 for Yums.
Using that flicker as well means as Zorn's pressure during this turtle fight is going to be lessened massively. And we saw what Yums did with the Grok at the first turtle fight in Game 3. That's an important timing that they've now delayed from the Homeboys roamer.
See some difference as well. Zorn going for just a lot of movement speed and the tank emblems as opposed to the common emblems that Yums went for.
Yeah, okay, so slightly different here. But with now 6 seconds left on the clock, it looks like Selangor Red Giants have taken a very good position on the north side of the map, hiding by Tri-Brush, making sure that they can maintain prio over the EXP. And now they're going to start the Lord Dance, right? As expected, supports as well as mid laners looking for level 4.
Yums will be quite a distance from his, but Kram's gonna straight up jump onto Zorn. Chibi is around, looking to see if Kram's gonna drop down low. Now Vengeance and Patsy Zone both traded in. The Lycan pound and some damage. The bot finds the first blood. The guys gets a big taunt, but no ultimate for him. Homeboys finding 2 kills.
Udil up to his shenanigans once again, stealing that Primal Wrath, doing so much damage. I feel like Kram may have popped the Vengeance a little bit too late there. He was already so low on HP that just the passive damage from Lycan Pounds would take him out. And without him, Red Giants not going to be able to do too much.
I don't know. That was a bit weird from Selangor Red Giants, right? Like, why take that fight when you know Yumsin as well as Stormy isn't level 4? Like, Stormy missed out a minion by EXP side.
Wait!
Oh.
Wow, committed the wild charge just for that.
I mean, might as well, right? The next objective to fight over is in 92 seconds.
They played them. They were balancing their timing around knowing that Zorn only has that power of nature to potentially steal it, but then he pops the wild charge, catches them off guard. Ooh.
So far, the teams that have gotten an early lead went on to snowball the game. See if that's going to be the case for Homeboys.
They already have a near 2K lead here, 3 minutes in. That's the start they were looking for. That's literally what we mentioned, right? Homeboys need that early game goal advantage if they want to match up against the Red Giants later on. Zapat already 2 levels up on Kram as well.
I mean, the fact that Kram died once, I mean, that lane is basically over, right? Homeboy, like, even for Zapat, he doesn't necessarily have to win trades against Kram. He's just going to outpush him every single time. And as long as he doesn't interact with Kram, well, Kram doesn't have much of a choice or say in the matter.
4X going to be the first item for Chibi.
Chibi's definitely having a way better time on this Roger. 2 assists, no kills unfortunately. I think one for Udio, one for Zapat, but still, right, those 2 heroes getting early lead is gonna benefit them in the lane regardless. Worry about the next objective fight though, Turtle in 20.
I think we're seeing from the interactions as well that this Edith pick not having a very good time, right? This is exactly what Yums did to Zorn in the previous game. That anti-CC messes with the entire combo, doesn't allow Yums to have a lot of map pressure overall, not to mention Udil feeling very good about stealing that Primal Wrath consistently. I kind of wonder if just the direct challenge here of taking this hero in a disadvantageous matchup is paying dividends or not.
We'll see in a little bit, right? Like, for now, we can confidently say that, yes, it sort of is.
Kram is going to jump at Udio again.
Wait, he's melting down.
Less than half health. Penalty zone off the Kram. Kram's going to use that ultimate and Vengeance, but Zapat, he is pounding Stormy. Stormy still has the passive, but Kram already went down, and Stormy forced to run away. Udio with the Primal Wrath, and he's going to flip Yums back. And this Edith is not going up well against the Valentina.
Yeah, this is gonna feel quite bad now. Already a 4K lead. We're seeing the same snowball. Is it gonna be the same thing for every single game? Yums. Oh, is he dead?
Oh. No! What? He walks away with just like 1% of his HP. Oh, the timing. The timing could not be worse. And I mean, for the most part of it, I think this is going to be quite the snowball, right? I mean, SRG is very dependent on Kram being in a decent position, but I think Zapat has definitely diffed him in lane.
This is the opening that Homeboys were looking for. That early game lead, that pressure, 5K in 5 minutes. It's kind of surprising how one-sided these early games are, considering that these teams are pretty evenly matched so far. But hey, that's how the cookie has been crumbling so far. Nets going to be able to farm up very safely. Already a level up on Innocent. These gold laners going to be that late game win condition.
Yums is going to use a Primal Wrath, but Zapat catches him with a penalty zone. And that means Udio finds another kill. Might be an angle for a dive, Chibi. Thinking about it, doesn't commit. Kram is in a rough spot as the Damus right now. There's nothing he can do in a fight.
And this is a hero that feels it really hard if you fall behind. And that passive damage from Chibi hitting hard. Level 10 versus level 7. This damage is no longer in a position where he can actually execute the role that he was drafted for.
Yeah, I mean, the most that he's got is Vengeance, and even so, it's a very small window to tank out against the raw damage from Homeboys.
All eyes will turn to Innocent very soon on this carry. But I mean, even for Innocent, he still needs some time behind Nets in terms of experience. So it means that Nets has won that lane.
Now, Homeboys are in full control of the map right now. They just need to continue doing exactly what they're doing. They have better utility, more CC, more damage overall, because Red Giants are still going to be waiting on scaling on Innocent and Stormy. This is go time. What Homeboys need to do is make sure they don't allow the game to delay to a point where Innocent becomes a problem again.
Sepa was found, taunted. Innocent won't full commit into this. They know that it's too risky. But I don't know how SRG are going to contest the turtle though. Chibi is 3 levels ahead. It's about to be 4.
I think they just have to wait for an overextension, right? Oh.
I think Yoom's overextended. Third guys comes in, attempts to steal, doesn't find it. And he's just getting melted. It's not even close. Not even a competition. It's a one-sided smackdown.
Oh, man. SRG, they just don't have the tools, unfortunately, right? Unless Stormy makes like a super play, able to get like, a maybe, I want to say 3-man, but I don't realistically see 3 people clumping up too close to each other from the side of the Homeboys.
And they're not going to make that same mistake. They're going to try on Chibi here.
Chibi needs to somehow outplay this. Where's the Lycan Pounce? That's iframe. That is what we've been looking for, and Chibi, he's going to beat Yooms as well. Yooms, 1v2, Chibi is on the Yooms. Oh my goodness. The Primal Rat Form almost getting him off, but Udo will find a collection. While charge and the follow-up layering is just immaculate. Stormy will walk away, but Crab finally shows up. Sakai barely surviving, but Crab might be sacrificed. Sakai doesn't even survive. He popped to the execution strike.
Oh, this game might be over. Nearly 10,000 goal difference. 9 minutes in, Homeboys have just completely dominated the field. The Red Giants don't have any space to farm anymore. This is unexpected, to say the least.
I would say it's pretty unexpected too, right? It's not like Homeboys is winning by gigantic miles, right? It's not like they're diffing them so hard. It's just small built-up interactions. Every single time, Homeboys is just etching them out at 100 gold. Oh, you made an even bigger mistake. Maybe I'll get 500 gold off of this interaction. And SRG, unfortunately, has blundered more times, and Homeboys is able to win out in these types of situations more often to get them to this point. There's not much to say about this because there's just so many things going right for the Homeboys.
And the fact that Homeboys are 11k ahead without a Lord is just insane. And it's only 9.5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm realizing that the Homeboys having multi-pronged setups is very valuable.
Looking for Zorn. This could be an opening. Zorn does end up going down. Placing order left here in the penalty zone. I think it's lights out for SRG. No chance of coming back.
Yeah, that's just over. There's no way. The damage from Nets is too much. The damage from TV is too much. Both of these are meant to be the win conditions for the Homeboys, and they're both already online.
Like, this is disgusting. Like, this is absolutely disgusting from the Homeboys. They've won on every single front. They only need to win 2 out of the 3 lanes. They decided, you know what? We're going to go 3 for 3 in the lanes.
Every single team fight is going their way. They've got so many angles of approach. They've got so much damage built in. The Red Giants really needed a foothold early on to be able to build a foundation in this game. And it's just been taken out from them. The carpet's been pulled from beneath their feet. And they are slipping. And they are hitting their heads real hard.
The fact that Innocent doesn't have a flicker against the Terisla makes it even harder, right? It's the Terisla of Rock. Both are an issue, but you only have a solution for one. Lord will be coming down that mid lane, but Homeboys are at just an insurmountable lead. 13,000 and counting.
All right. Now, SRG, they've got an opportunity to maybe turn this around, right? In terms of high ground defense, probably not the best in the world, but they do have an opportunity if Homeboys, and only if, they clump up too close together. I think that the Homeboys probably should split up ever so slightly. Yeah, 4-1, just like this.
Even Udo has this crazy damage. Homeboys You can just slowly whittle down the structures, 2 inhibitors down just like that. Wild charge, Thorn to the back, Sapat with a penalty zone. Yuz doesn't even get to respond. They're gonna be frozen underneath the crystal, but Homeboys with just sure gold lead will tear SRG apart. That is the equalizer. We are guaranteed 6 games.
Wow! 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 Ladies and gentlemen, what we have just witnessed is the most one-sided loss that the Red Giants have had the entire season. Every defeat, they've had a chance. But in this one, Homeboys did not give them a single glimmer of hope.
Man, both of these teams only throwing haymakers, right? There's no jabbing, there's no fading. They are honest with what they do. It's either I dominate or you dominate. There is no in between.
And some of this top-level heavyweight fights, you know, you come in 30 seconds, it's a knockout punch.
Oh, this grand finals. We knew it was going to be something special. We knew it was going to be something different. But every moment it continues to surpass all expectations. The grand finals are now 2-2. All bets on the table once again, down to a best of 3. How are you feeling, Gideon?
Honestly, I don't know, because I feel like I don't even need to be here other than the draft, to be fair. These fights, it's not like things are going out of control or happening too crazy. Maybe the first 2 games, right? That's when it was the craziest that we've seen. But now it just feels like, man, they're just wiping the slate every single time. Blurry image, just wipe, move on.
Well, let's have a look at the MVP. I think there's not much more that needs to be said. This time,
Chibi.
it's going to be Chibi.
Of course, it's Chibi.
Magaling nung Harry.
Okay.
Nakakailang bal.
Ano ang gusto mo? System.
Maganda ng silbado.
Rejecting. Launch.
Let's go, Riscasa. Let's go, Scared.
Screencast lang ako.
Uy. 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 Masyadong masakit.
Masyadong masakit. Let's go. I wait for you, bro. Take that thing on.
Nag-record ka pa din?
Of course, bro. Come on, man. Are you not finished yet? Oh, wait. Just finish it now.
Anong connection ng headset ka sa laptop muna? Naglalag ako.
It's good. No headset anymore. Ito. Wait, there's no.
Let's go. Easy.
There you go. There's sounds now.
I've been waiting for too long.
Sarap ng ng parit, putek, wala magawa. Let's go.
Let's go, dog. Come on, have you not finished?
Stupid son of a mother. Oh, wait.
It's me.
Oh, wait. Shit. Mother got a triple kill or a savage. Yep. Man, I should have apple, but I tried to use a heal I don't need it to use. And now I will destroy the people because oh my god. When I use something, it only takes me 5 minutes to fully learn it.
That was anticlimactic. Let's go.
Wait lang, pinakamba ko pa.
Wait, no. I wish I could show yours, but come on, man, pass.
Wala nang compare ko ng bobos sa sarili nila. How did you do it? How did I even manage to put a fight against a hero I never
Do you even know what's the combo for that?
Yeah, I'm just clicking random buttons and they are still freaking losing, bro. That's why it's fun to use a hero you never use, and you're good at it.
Angela tried to dye my fur pink once. I think she's got a few screws loose.
This is fun, bro.
Okay. Well,
I don't care by that.
Let me show you guys what I like.
I am more than a weapon.
How did you guys almost last?
Number 6 there is no more.
Wait. Good work, bitch. It's time to end this motherfucker already. Let's jump them. Let's jump their ass.
Oh, there's Kiro right there.
Let's jump them.
Julian.
Let's fucking
Oh my
jump
god,
them.
Julian before.
End their lives.
Blue spot, very good.
One mistake is all it took, pre. One mistake is all it took to win. One mistake is all it took to fucking win.
Let's go.
One mistake.
Oh no, no.
Putang ina.
Kanya. May ano pa rin, minions pa rin. Nice one!
One mistake, bitch!
Let's go! Come on, let's play. Let's see first what happens afterwards. No, they're still talking about the fourth game, so that's good. That's alright. They're still talking about it. Come on, let's go for another. Let's go for one game. Come on. Invite me.
One mistake lang pala. Talo na talaga kami pero na-esesan sila ng audit eh. Patay ito sa ako. Let's go. Let's jump them, bro. Pinush nila nung story namin.
Wait, bro. I'm clearing redundancies. No, not classic roll because we need to watch afterwards. Wait, boy.
Bro, why do you want?
Wait,
blame
I'm
only, bro.
clearing redundant resources. Okay, invite me in, bro. It's good. It's good, boy. It's good.
Lag mo.
Yeah.
Penalty mo.
I'm the same internet as this one.
Oy, pre, mag-forgive ka na.
Yeah, I did. That's why it's down to 18 seconds today. Should have been 40 seconds from now. Plus minus 20 seconds. Come on, come here, come here, come here. Come here. Bro, come here. What are you doing? Get your phone. Get ready, bro. Get ready, bro.
Mahal mo no, kaya Katya.
Khalid or Lydia.
Bro, I'll go back.
Oh, I got Paquito. Dude,
Or-
I'm on it,
or I can try
Paquito.
both.
Wow.
No, bro! Most we got that Paquito. Give me that Paquito.
I
The
got
only
Bowie.
guy.
Not
The-
me.
oh, okay. I'm good with this, bro. I'm gonna try this. I haven't played this hero for a while.
Oh, I'm not going down. Wait, there's someone going down.
Guys, like and subscribe.
Let's go.
And also to my channel, like and subscribe.
Let's go. Balmond. Come on, man. I'm Balmond, bro. You already know we about to win these. We're not using
Bro, my
these.
phone won't flip. Yun.
Why do you have Wilderness Blessing? I think it's better if you
Bro,
have...
I'm bad at Paquito. But I use
I wanted to use Paquito, but like there was Balmond, so pick the better one. That's your pick.
Welcome to Mobile Legends.
What
I just
hero
want
do I
to.
have? No, thanks.
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them. All troops deployed.
I'm getting that. Just give me one up.
Blood.
Nice one.
May ayos na naman sila. Ako naman kami. Laban.
Come on, kill him. You get to him? Nice. Good job.
An enemy has been slain.
I never die, bro. Nakita ko ng play ko sa Pyro. Ang ganda ng play ko sa Pyro.
Just wait for me to get down. Enjoy my brain.
An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Bait mo siya. Patayan sa akin. Ay, patay sa akin dyan.
No, what the hell did you do? No, so sorry.
Na.
0-2, but I'm a bit live.
We will pay them back 10 times.
Okay. No SS, no SS.
Bro, who cares? We have everything, not us, let's do it. Manny Pacquiao. Knockout to, tingnan mo, knockout. Tingnan mo, sa torre pa. Oh, putik kang veil ka na. Veil!
Don't make this.
Sorry.
Don't make this. Well, yeah, Aspen's lane, it's okay. Still doing pretty good. I want War Axe. I want everything that I want.
Bro, I actually
I need Dominance Ice for sure. I
accidental
want Dominance Ice.
right. Pag yung atakein ka agad,
I need
wala
Dominance
kayong
Ice.
damage pa. Ikaw dapat nung nasa harapan pero ikaw nung pagkukuha ng equal damage Ikaw nung useless player right now. Pero ikaw nung kaya mo makapatay sa lima. Ikutan mo lahat, tas SS na. Kaya kayo knockout.
So, puntay ka pa, boom. They didn't caught up with me. Kaya natin bulag.
Ay, puta. Hindi ko na-combo. Pambalik nga pala nung SS niya. Perfect na yan.
That rich me. That rich me.
Ba't wala akong damage? Tsaka ba't ako lalo nag-rush? Palo! Palo! First kill. Wag na! Out na! Good. Nice one.
I'm not tank, bro. I'm fighter,
Hindi
man.
mag-build ka yun.
Don't need that. You don't have any. They're all magic. Just get fucking magic.
Yan, kailangan mo lang, na magic. Ang tapat sa baby.
Our totem pole will rise in every corner.
I'm clean up.
Sakit ko. nag-burst ako eh. Sinapul ko sa mukha ko tali. Ay, siyak na tayo dyan. Uy, God, natalo pa ako dun. Okay, magbo-broadcast na ako. Okay, yan.
My heart sings to the battle cries of my clan.
I'm getting stronger right now, actually.
Tales of
To
the
be honest.
latest mountains.
Really strong. I'm like getting the things that I need.
We will pay them back 10 times.
There you go. Enough damage. Don't go.
Nice one.
Yeah.
Hindi ka na ako dun ah. Ikaw na guys. Thank you. Okay ka na dun ah.
No.
Except for ourselves. For honor and freedom!
It's okay. I tried killing one.
Uy! Bye-bye. Magalang ko sino sa target dito. Ay, ako nila target. Perfect. Mali. Greedies. Wala na tayo dun.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
You sure?
Resolution brings victory.
Ah!
Nice one. I like that.
My heart sings to the battle cries of my clan.
Nice one, boy.
Ay, hit talaga.
Don't worry. We're still good. I'm gonna protect you.
I will free all the
Patay ka na naman.
No.
Pero pagiging tayo, ha? Wag niyo challenge, wag niyo challenge. Nababawasan sila, oh. Uy, patay! Jump niyo na. Pwede nyo na i-jump yan. Wala nung Estes, oh. Sige, may gatot yan. Kaya yan.
prepare to be crushed.
Hindi kayo marunong mag-jump. Ganito lang, oh.
Nice one, boy.
Ganun lang mag-jump. Ito, fight ako. Oh. Pwede nyo nang push nga ngayon kahit na-attack eh.
Bro, I'm still alive after all that. Dang. That's insane, dude. That's insane, dude.
Okay, let's see what happened with MPL and White.
The game, let's go ahead and ask the same question, right, as we're going into the next game. Basically, what went wrong and what needs to be improved on? Let's go ahead and allow our elder to answer first.
Oh man, we're gonna go with that one. All right. And first off, it's senior, not elder. Please, get the
my bad.
Get the monikers right. Get the
My
monikers.
translation isn't updated.
Yeah. But okay, for the most part of it, I think it just comes down to whether SRG is going to make a hard read, right? Obviously, there are going to be like some undisciplined mistakes that are going to happen in the game, but that's honestly been the theme of this entire series, right? When they're feeling it, they go in undisciplined, take those fights, but now I think, both teams recognize they have to slow down.
Yeah, as a younger, I'm more gravitating more towards the survey. The survey, because I like to complain about stuff, and I know a lot of people like to give feedback and input. So you scan that QR code, rewind if you missed it, give us your feedback. We hear you, we make adjustments, because every single season, it's not just about the players, it's about you guys.
Yep, your feedback makes a difference, and your support as well is going to make a massive impact in the future of the MPL, and of course, in the near future of this Grand Finals as well. We are just seconds away from jumping into game number 5 between SRG and the Homeboys. This series has come closer than any of us could have ever predicted. So let's just put all the cards back on the table. The Red Giant's gonna be on the blue side, Homeboys on the red.
I mean, getting closer and closer to the crescendo, to the final ascent of both teams, and this is where stamina comes into play. This is where if you are the one to gas out first, you are going to lose.
Yeah, this is going to be an exhausting one here. 2-2 the current score, and Novaria as well as Lo Yi have been banned out, leaving Valentina up for grabs for both of these mid laners. Homeboys, they're thinking about it, right? Because SRG is holding on to priority. I think Coach Arcadia at this point, I don't think he's going to make any hard reads just yet. This might be a simple opening for the side of SRG on blue.
Do you still ban Harif? I mean, they've been banning Harif regardless of what side they're on.
I think it makes perfect sense if they want to ban it, right? Because Homeboys, they're more than happy to throw other prio picks at SRG that they're most likely going to pick up.
Yeah, I think probably they'll still end up banning Harif here. If they don't, then ooh, that's a big surprise for once. But no, the same voice line, that hero gonna be banned out. I think my big question, right? Do SRG go for the Valentina the same way that Homeboys did? Because Stormy was one. Oh, never mind. Never mind.
A bit too early. I think Pops heard that.
My bad, guys.
Homeboys be like, oh no, the counterplay. We might as well ban it out. At this point, I think that SRG, safest opening could be Fredrin, but I do feel like Sakai's generally does start to struggle when Homeboys are being super aggressive against him. The Brock pick, pretty good from SRG.
I like it. I was thinking of Matilda, but then again, it has fallen out of priority, so the Grok is nice. That's kind of what Homeboys did in the previous game, right? Prioritizing the Grok for Zorn very early on. And we've seen it's 0-2 for the Edith when she faces the Grok this series.
Let's see it. Let's see it. Whether Zoran's like, this time I'll win the rock, paper, scissors.
I'll get him.
It basically means you need a different option against the Grok, right? I'm trying to think of what would be a way to go about it. Maybe the Matilda might be kind of interesting because at least you don't have to interact with it as much, or you're not as based around with crowd control. The Fredrin is open if Homeboys want to lock it in right now.
Wow, they're going to go straight for the Roger. You not only take it away from Innocent, but we've seen GB's Jungle Roger pop off, and they even throw in a second layer. It's Udio's Farsa. Talk about hard reads, man.
Look, I don't know if this is a hard read or Homeboys are just like, yeah, you know what, Farsa, Grok, not a big deal. We'll outscale it. It's not like the Guardian, the Nature's Barrier can cancel the ult or even the Wild Charge. That'd be crazy, right?
Yeah, under ordinary circumstances, we see the Grok, we see someone pick Farsa and say like, what are you thinking? But Udil has done this many times where there is a Farsa counter on the opposite side and he just goes for it anyway and makes things work. The damage setup is very solid for the Homeboys. Red Giants gonna be sticking with what works. They'll lock in the Fredrin here and the Vexana.
Yeah, back to basics. I was asking Gideon whether we would see the Vexana, and I'm glad SRG falls back to that, but man, Homeboys tripling down. Zorn Cho now out of his cage.
All right. Let's see what the bans are going to be, because so far, when it comes down to like, if we're comparing bar for bar each of these 3 picks, I would say as of right now, SRG does have like a very slight advantage, but we'll see whether Homeboys are able to supplement it, right? Because Cho, at this point, he not only needs to take Concussive Blast to help out that wave, to help Farsa get out of the lane, because Vexana and Grok can easily clear it at level 1, but also they need a strong side laner. And getting rid of the export, good start from the side of Homeboys.
What would be the side laner they're looking for here? As of right now, the EXP lane pool is still very wide open. Unfortunately, from what we saw previously, I think Tamas is no longer going to be quite as prioritized now that both Roger and Barza have been shown the hero melt a lot quicker than we would have expected. So that will raise stocks on things like the Terizla, which Red Giants do ban out.
Yeah, I was thinking of Terizla for Red Giant, but sadly they're on the blue side, so it's too big of a risk to let through. Without Terizla and X-Borg, I think SRG, I wonder if they will start pivoting towards the Paquito, but even then they won't have priority, right? Homeboys will be able to pick it if they want.
I mean, worst comes to worst, like Yuzong is still available, right? And I think the EXP right now is quite volatile. We're not actually seeing an Arlet ban just yet. Maybe from the side of Homeboys. No, Moskov. Let's see whether SRG think the same way.
I just thought of something. SRG did play Esmeralda.
Oh yeah, you're right. That used to be one of Cram's signatures, I think, even before he came to MPL MY. Would work well against Cho since he generates a good amount of shield for himself. But I'm not sure if it's going to be good enough, actually. I would still personally prefer something like the Paquito, because he can also cancel the better airstrike. Like Paquito, Yuzong, Lapu Lapu, all are pretty good, I think.
Yeah, I think Lapu here for the side of SRG, not entirely bad, but that means they would need to have a winning gold lane matchup. And this Roger, once again, it's quite an interesting flex, right? SRG are the ones banning out the Yuzong, so it looks like they've already predetermined what their EXP is going to be. Let's see how Homeboys respond to this. They have first pick.
Especially when you need to potentially blind pick that XP lane again. Homeboys now have a good reason to just host the fast pick until the very end.
Ooh, this is gonna come down to the wire right now. SRG's draft is a little bit more open. Homeboy is gonna stick with what's safe and what works. Going for the Claude on net once again, so it is the double marksman comp. Can Red Giants find the pain point this time?
Talk about being scrappy. They don't really have a normal front line, but they have long-range artillery strikes, they have late-game skating, they have cleanup crew. Unless they rely on Sapa to be that front line, but the only reliable one I'm looking at right now is probably Damus, Esmeralda, Khalid. Not much of a good option though.
All of them are susceptible in their own different way, right? There's no one hero solves all the problems right now. And I'm trying to figure out what is more important. Is dealing with this Farsa more important than being able to have Peel against Cho? I don't know. I personally think that maybe even Ruby would honestly not be that bad, but it looks like they picked their poison. It is Paquito, and they're also going to get the Natan.
I like it, I like it. I was wondering when we would see the Cram Paquito. He did play yesterday, and it was a, 2 days ago, right, against KGE. It was a pleasure to watch. And it, unlike the previous game, the previous days, there's not really an easy way for like a Lawyer to go cross-mat rotation to gank Cram. They will have Sapas Edith, and that is the best that they get for a front line.
Right, Edith hasn't been having a very good time against the Grok, but this time it's not in the direct contention. It's gonna be the EXP laner versus Paquito, which I think will make things easier. Red Giants have a very basic lineup. It's front to back. They do exactly what they need to do. Whereas, like you mentioned, Homeboys is a lot more scrappy.
Yep. Homeboys is way more scrappy. It's on them to execute at a level even better than SRG. This early game is by far the most important. Once they hit level 4, all hell's gonna break loose.
Yeah. And this also feels like Homeboys, they've regained their confidence after previous games win. They're going for a straight up ego check. This is the momentum boosters that Homeboys will be looking for as we head into game number 5. For this best of 7, the night is still young and both teams wanting to be the first one to touch series point. 2-2 on each side. SRG finding themselves on blue, Homeboys on red.
We are getting closer and closer to that final step, which means that the team who is able to secure a victory here is going to gain some much needed momentum going into what could be the match point of the entire series. They're gonna start jungling on the same side once again, but GB on the Roger going to be a lot quicker.
Wow.
Almost straight away, Yum's losing a majority of his life, forcing an early recall, and Zorn reconfirming the information that he already knows. Yep, he sees the guys. That's exactly what we want. And now, from this point onwards, Homeboys, they're going to try and take as many small advantages as possible, like Lethal Wanderer, forcing out Retributions, anything they can.
So guys, get to keep it Retribution. Ram sidestep the Earth Shatter, but Chibi, He's about to hit 4, and yeah, Sakai doesn't want anything to do with that. Just give it over to Chibi.
Not the most fortunate situation, but better than giving an early lead that we already know is going to affect the rest of the game quite heavily. GB feels very comfortable on these carry style of junglers. It's the way that he started in MPL. And clearly, even with the nerfs to Roger, doesn't seem to have affected him all that much. That first turtle fight, again, going to be a very important timing for both squads.
Well, let's find out how it goes, right? Because so far, in terms of like who's been getting priority more consistently, it's Udil. But that just means that Stormy needs items to actually scale. Cram as well as Subbot. This lane is interesting because it's either really heavily in Subbot's favor, or Cram is not going to let Subbot ever walk up to the minions again.
Yeah, and I think Cram is trying to get that freeze going. Yeah, he's freezing the wave.
Exactly what he should be doing here, especially since the turtle is going to be spawning on the top side. The easier it is for his side to farm, the earlier they'll hit level 4, the better they will be able to control that turtle pit first.
That was a crucial onwards. Zorn looking for his spore, and Yums gonna run out of the power of nature, but Zorn hasn't had the ultimate just yet. So SRG feeling comfortable to start the turtle first. Chibi is a full level ahead of Sakai. This is not gonna be an easy turtle contest. Udio and Safat also joining the fight. Chibi, he's gonna start to take up space. Zorn finds the kick, kicks the guys away. Enemy's turtle easily goes over the homeboys. Yums cross away. The Earth Shadow does connect onto Cram. Chibi not gonna commit to it. SRG forced to fall back.
Yep, this is a lot slower than what we're used to, right? Homeboys, they're not pressing their lead too heavily against SRG, and even SRG not even trying to contest it too hard against Homeboys. It's better to walk away with a missing objective than walk away missing the objective and having 4 down.
Gone on. Does have the Jit Kundo. I don't think they can kill it, Miss. Zorn is just here to waste time. The guy still continues to try and chase his stuff, but misses the onwards. Cram commits to the combo, but Zorn is just too slippery.
He's got the schmovement. He's got the schmovement. And even without the flicker, he is sneakily slipping through. This allows Chibi to actually steal away the orange bomb and continue to get ahead.
Chibi is gonna be like 2 levels ahead of Skies consistently here. Roger just farms so quickly, and Zorn is doing such a good job of just being a nuisance in the jungle. There's a reason he's a local legend on this hero specifically. And the Red Giants are on the receiving end of it right now. Homeboys, their net worth lead, definitely not as big as it was in the previous game, but it's slowly adding up.
On my bottom side, though, at least we are... Oh, hold on. Take their time, because Cram, he's winning out these trades, slightly behind in EXP, but that's totally fine, right? As long as he doesn't die. But bot side, at least we're noticing that some of the moves coming in from SRG, the rotations are now leading more towards that bottom side of the map, just to make sure that Innocent doesn't get locked out and is able to scale faster against the homeboys while the gold deficit is very minimal.
I think they have kind of switched to a contingency plan, right? Like my jungler isn't working out well, top lane is, XP lane is static, we've gotta somehow get in the ton as much as the lead as we can, no matter how small it is. We're gonna see Zorn here, and that's good enough. The fact that Homeboys is playing such a technical draft and still able to find a small lead against SRG this early on is super impressive.
Yeah, it is. And now they're going to give 2 waves over to Innocent. One from the mid lane and down. He's going to run back down bot side. And they're going to do the same thing, right? SRG, unless they find a very clear opportunity to get a kill on the Homeboys, for the most part, I don't think this is not much of a contest.
Gonna let the turtle reset. Stormy takes 1 shot to Feather Airstrike, but Udio is going to hold on to that as long as he can. Uses the rest onto Sakai. Zorn flickers kick, and that means there should be no turtle. But somehow, Stormy steals it. The Eternal Guardian knocked out Chibi, but Sakai needs to get out. Next, with the blazing duet, Sakai will fall. SRG, they will be the one to get first blood, though, onto Zorn. Is a 1-for-1 trade, but turtle for SRG.
Up and down the mid is open. They've cut rotational paths off. They want this tier 1 bad, and Safat, realizing that he's got no reinforcements, onwards out of there.
Cram is here. Dangerous spot to be in. Chibi wants to run away. Here comes the full combo. Chibi dodges it. Able to survive still. Innocent now brought to the mid lane.
All right. We're seeing signs of life from the Red Giants here. They did fall into the trap from the Homeboys. Played it safe and steady around that turtle pit. And that allowed them to get the ball rolling. Stormy stealing the turtle. Innocent getting a kill onto Zorn. Unfortunately, they did still end up losing Skies though, so this jungle level difference is continuing to plague them.
Yeah, but at least for Sakai's, he might be able to get a couple of his camps to catch back up. But GB, he's power farming out of his mind, right? By the time we see Sakai's hit level 8, we should see GB be hitting level 10.
Cram is having a good time against the bot.
That is the expected result. As long as you don't overstep your boundaries in this matchup, it should be favored toward Paquito almost 100% of the time. A net worth lead, not much for the homeboys, and we've seen this in many previous games from SRG as well. Doesn't matter if they're behind in that early game, as long as the net worth difference isn't that much, they will scale up.
It's the closest any game has been, honestly, this entire series for both teams. 6.5 minutes, and no one having a substantial lead. Conceal was used by Yums. Yeah, wow, the Zorn is too good with the Shunpo timing out.
It's too good, but Cram on the other hand,
That
he's lucky.
Oh, wow. Not enough to execute in the light compound. At least they get the tier 1 top.
Wow, I'm surprised he actually made it out of that one. Okay, fair enough. They trade 1 for 1, 1 tower each. They're going to go and recall back for this upcoming turtle fight, and I think for the most part of it, like SRG, they're probably going to be sticking to their current plan and playing around nets and leaving Cram to clear waves.
I think that's probably the best way to go about it right now.
That's a wild charge. Catching Zorn without CC immunity. Subbat gets the flip onto Yuz. Yuz flickers out. Here comes the entropy. Yuz still goes down. Thanks to Subbat, but it's double kill for Innocent. And I don't think Chibi can stay here for any longer. Takes a lot of damage, but still gets out. Nets escorts in with the blazing duet, cancelled by Cram. SRG is starting to strike back.
Good peel from the side of SRG. Really, really good stuff coming in from Cram as well. Making sure, I mean, Stormy and Cram are both looking at the back line to see how far they're catching up to that front line. And they want to continuously put a wedge between the two. Now, this means that Turtle will, well, should fall into the hands of SRG, but considering the mid laners, it's a little tough.
One flicker, kick. That is just the guys, but Nets and Chibi are onto him, and Cram will make sure that he gets out.
Alright, this is what SRG have been looking for here, and now this is a little bit worrying for the homeboys, right? We know a lot of these games come towards the gold lane scaling, and Innocent has already been fed 3 kills in total. He's got a 1.5k gold lead on net, so this Claude needs to catch up.
Holy Crystal incoming. He's 400 go away from that.
Oh man, once he finishes that Holy Crystal, there's no way Nets beats him in a 1v1. Not until he gets that golden staff. And again, it's so situational, right? You have to hope he doesn't have entropy. You have to hope that he doesn't have enough golden staff stacks on Nets. There's so many little things to take into consideration.
We are definitely getting a much more even game though for game number 5. It's back to 0. Concealed play from Zorn. They're looking for someone. Cram gonna be the first one they see, but he spots them out too.
Let's see if Cram can get out of this. The flicker to get himself behind his turret, but Jimmy wants to finish Zorn. Still surviving.
Nice one.
He trades Zorn for his life, and Jimmy is in a round spot. And I don't think he's getting out of this.
Wow.
The outplay from Cram.
He's done his job. He falls at the end, but man, did it take homeboys a long time to land that final blow. And in that time, he bought enough space for Skies to come in and punish the homeboys, and now they're upping the ante.
And Subbat cannot move. That is, I mean, just one outplay. And SRG has found recovery. By the way, Cram has lethal ignition Paquito.
Yep.
Yes, he does.
He is here to kill.
He's full damage, baby. He wants to be able to hurt. And whenever he has Flicker, he's an absolute machine. He's dangerous. We're looking at the rest of the damage dealt ranking. Udil on top, right under him Stormy, and right under Stormy, a pretty close race for second here with Innocent.
One thing that they have to be wary of, homeboys, they're not all that far behind just yet. Only 2,000 gold difference. So they can still scale up quite easily with a Claude and a Farsa.
Yo, Innocent! Oh my goodness, that's Flicker already.
They almost got Nets too. Cram was focusing him down. So the multi-pronged attack from Selangor Red Giant shows they're feeling a lot more confident.
Jungler level down, but it's fine. Lord secure for SRG. The pivot point slowly becoming apparent for the Red Giants.
Yep. This is, I mean, Homeboy's still trying to recover from the damage, right? A lot of them at this point, 27 to 31. Not that big of a deal for the side of the Homeboys. Checkmate angle might not be achievable for the side of SRG as long as the Homeboys are very disciplined and really pick and choose where they take their fights.
Their cores have not died at all, basically, like other than one death on Chibi. So Nets and Udale should still be farming pretty all right. Not quite as quick as Innocent, but enough to remain in the game somewhat. As long as they're able to get some kind of shutdown, get a little bit of a pivot, they're still in a perfectly fine position, actually.
Lord is coming on bottom though, so SRG will get the top, will get the mid tier 2 at least. Innocent level 14. It's 2 level there. One shot, Udale.
He's so dangerous. He's so dangerous. Once that Holy Crystal is done, he is just tapping people left, right, and center.
TB caught by the fear. Zorn, he's still waiting for an opportunity. But they are going to lose this bottom inhibitor. What can Zorn get? Zorn need ruled down, but still, they're not going to wait SRG. They don't see any signs of life from Homeboys, and they're just going to pounce. Vice grip around the throats of the Homeboys. They want the series point, and Homeboys lost 3 in an instant. Udale and Zorn to keep this alive, but Udale doesn't even get to use his ultimate. And this is probably the quickest game series grab. Runs out of Fountain Rays, SRG finding series point in the most dominant fashion possible.
Woo! That early game, both teams had to calm down, take a chill pill, get into Zen, and try to protect themselves. And when they had the time to strike and finally press their lead, they push Homeboys' button. What an absolute marathon between the two.
A much more disciplined approach by both teams this time, as they're just waiting to scout out their opponents, waiting for that one mistake. The ones who found it first were the Giants this time, and they are now at match point. One game away from making history. It's going to be up to the defending champions to switch things up, to bring it down to the wire.
Oh, goodness.
I can't believe it started with a cram out play.
Yeah.
Look, SRG, each one of those members are dangerous, man. Cram is nobody to be messing with just yet. He may be a pillar, but it doesn't mean he doesn't have that killer instinct. Right now, I'm just trying to figure it all out, right? It feels like both teams are very adamant on breaking the tempo against each other, right? They're not holding on to necessary resources right up till that Lord or Tyrol objective. A majority of the time, pre or even post objective, that's when they fight.
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy how SRG, they just found just one small chink in the armor, and just one small slip from Homeboys. They not only trip Homeboys over, they push them down, they step on their back, and they took everything from Homeboys. Chibi was constantly 2 levels ahead of some guys, but it really felt like it's not a problem.
Yeah, you normally think that when your jungler is so far behind that the game is already going to be over. It's going to be so difficult, but not when you have the innocent beast himself on your side. Getting those 3 early kills on that, I believe it's Natan, not Carry. I'm pretty sure that's a mistake there, but on Natan, supercharged him so much, so quickly, that it just became impossible for the Homeboy side to deal with him.
Yeah, can you imagine what it's like to be on the other side? Like, Nets has to deal with it because, like, good lord, the man is on Claude. He decides to try and take Master Assassin and try and challenge the Natan. Makes sense, but
Kanina to. Parang 50 rin na ito.
Marami na kain na.
Oo, ang dami.
Wala ang ginagawa ngayon.
Wala, mamamalansya ako. Mamamalansya ako ng mga alas 3. Daming tao din sa labas nila. Okay. Puro kotse yan.
Ha?
Puro kotse yan.
Hindi, nandun sa dulo na.
May pet pa rin dun sa ano.
Oo, may plastic na ngayon. Ang linda. May kompleto yung chak. Lalo ka rin sa bubog na.
Ha? Ano nilutok mo?
Hindi, pitik din siya.
Kaya na.
Anong limited building nila?
Mabilis lang para saktong game 6 na agad tayo pa after nito kasi may waiting time ko.
Ay, hindi ka ba nag-hate ka?
Okay, so duo.
Welcome to Mobile Legends! 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! All troops deployed!
Every decision matters. Do whatever it takes. Team, before me.
First blood!
Had it not been for that team,
An enemy has been slain!
first thing, then act. Requesting backup.
Ano oras ka bukas dito?
Team, before me.
Kasi tulungan ko lang muna sa Reyna mo ba? Refill ng ano? Tawag lang mamaya.
Had it not
Yun,
been for that team,
ano nang kabusan mo ng trabaho. Ayun o. Ayun. Kasi malanga rin. Oops. Lamang kong siguro. Yan ang score. Ang nakibomba to, ano lang, parang si Jim lang din. Pero isla lang alam. Pag yung Paris na talo.
every decision matters.
Nice one.
Had it not been for that incident,
Patay si Bomba issues. Patay din si ano. Natandaan si Black Max. Patay din si ano. Patay si ano. Black Max.
every decision matters.
Lord na yan.
Team, before me.
You have slain an enemy.
Do whatever it takes.
Ally has been slain. Ally has been slain.
Nakalagyan din.
First think, then act.
Bakang hindi yan.
An enemy has been slain.
Yung ulti.
Every decision matters. Mission aborted. Do whatever it takes.
Hindi, wala. Eh, gawin pati ako dyan.
First think.
Launch attack.
Every decision matters.
Saan yung ano mo, scope? Ay, dito ba mo? Pagkitang ina mo!
Had it not been for that
Sayang.
incident,
Boboy, hira muna.
team, before me.
Ay! Bobo talaga. Wala silang ano. Ang tatanga. Walang macro game. Ulats to sa ano. Hindi mananalo tong mga ito. Puking ina yun. Hindi pwede naman kayo mag-hero muna. Isa lang yun. Wala. Tala sa makit eh.
Wala pa. Goods. Goods, wala pa.
Turret has been destroyed.
Wala ako nang discarte ng mga ito.
Sayang. Game starts in 2 minutes. Ang gagawin rin pa ako isa.
Defeat.
Hirap yun ah. Sayang naman huli. Wala na silang ano eh. Wala na silang makakaw. Puro ano lang ba? Atak-atak lang.
Wala. Hindi ko pa ginagawa ko yung kinuha.
Lagi mo, mag-isa ka lang.
Dragonborn is back.
Ito na gagawin mo. Sana na yung broad po. Wala kang macro.
Yes, hindi lang. So,
Welcome to Mobile Legends! Five seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! All troops deployed!
Your whole body is a weak
First blood!
Ano uli oh? Ay, wala. Puro clash lang ano. Hindi
Nothing
sila...
scares me, not even death.
Ano yun? Wala bang ito siya? Ayun na.
You have slain an enemy! Down! Ally has been slain.
Tranquil as a poem, but raging
Sige na pa na yun yung bubuo ko.
hindi ko nahalap ako. Pag sinahalap mo yung galing ko na
Our turret is under attack.
It would take an army to stop me. Your whole body is a weak spot. Heroes never fade. I could have done more.
An enemy has been slain. Shut down. Double kill. Ally has been slain. Ally has been slain. Ally has been slain.
Tranquil as a poem, but raging within.
Slain an
Tunawin niyo muna yung Lord. Ayun oh, hindi. Ang tagal ng laban. Parang ano, drop na din.
sige lang. Tapusin ko lang to, tapos naman.
It would take an army to stop me.
An enemy has been slain.
Heroes never
May ano kasi ano. Second try kasi ako na wala. Sakit. Grabe. Nakalimutan ko.
It would take an army to stop me. Your whole body is a weak spot. Nothing scares me, not even death.
Diba?
Heroes never fade.
Nagbudasin. Ganun yun.
Tranquil as a poem, but raging within. It would take an army to stop me. Heroes never fade.
Killing spree. An enemy has been slain. Ally has been slain.
Nothing scares me, not even death.
Initiate retreat.
It would take an army.
Down. And initiate retreat.
Your whole body is a weak spot.
Our inhibitor turret is under attack. Initiate retreat.
This one, this one. Kasi wala na. This one. Noy! Naka-club na. Sabi na naka-club na si Sid. Gago, lakas ng tignan.
Pushed into a corner, can the defending champions stop the Giants from closing out the season?
It's either we get a repeat or we get the birth of a new one. This is going to be potentially the last game of this best of 7. SRG looking a lot more robust in terms of draft, a lot more reliable, a lot more easier to execute. Being on the red side this time with Homeboys on the blue, and right off the bat we're seeing Homeboys with the same protocols as from 2-3 games ago. 4-man stack in
Let's go to the live.
the jungle, we gotta protect Chibi.
Yep, they've got to protect them. They got to protect each other. Got to keep themselves alive. Homeboys on the blue side, SRG on the red side. And yeah, they will be pathing towards the EXP side of the map. They're going to leave the gold laners on an island.
We can already see Yums as well, trying to be annoying on this show. Now, typically when you play a hero that against a player who is known to be legendary on it, it can be quite risky because Zorn clearly will know the limits of what Yums can accomplish. And we'll see whether or not that makes a difference as we proceed with the game.
Pretty nasty trade down mid, Udo with that AoE damage, but still, SRG is having a bit more lane priority down mid. That means Yums, he gets to move on ahead, and even though Zorn mirrors this Cho, it's not easy for the Minotaur to keep up. Guy, it's early retry use. Chibi hits 4 first, so this is not a fight that they want to take. Yums will be forced to flicker.
Okay, all they lost was a flicker. I think that's totally fine because I was a little worried for Chibi there. SRG, they did see Udil actually make the recall underneath his tier 1, so that's why they were making the call of getting a little bit more aggressive on these invades. But it looks like pre-2 minutes, the extra bonus damage definitely helping out here for the side of the Homeboys.
Being able to force out the flicker from Yums as well is going to be very beneficial for them because that is an important tool for a show to set up a kick, especially around that first turtle fight, and it's not going to be available, which means a free kick onto GB is not there.
Nasty's in danger. He can pop the Purify, but Sakai is going to chase him. Pin him to the wall. Mike can bounce the dodge, but not enough. He's too low. First blood for SRG.
Nicely done for the side of SRG, but this means that Homeboys will get their hands on that turtle on the opposite side of the map. Good feint from SRG, pathing down to EXP, but eventually going for their main target, slowing down Nets and letting Innocent scale.
I think it's a great idea. They already know they're very unlikely to safely win the turtle without Yums' flicker. So go for the gold lane instead, right? Get that snowball going on the most important member of the team. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Could have been a second one.
Oh man, I definitely thought that was like a pretty good kill angle. Probably the same thoughts from Yums. As he goes with the recall, we look at the opposite sides of the map to see if there's anything else that's really being taken advantage of, because Chibi is a full level ahead of Sakai's. Hold on.
Man, Innocent, he's joining the fight. Forcing everything out of Budo. Instantly purified, BMI out.
Alright, surprisingly, Red Giants being kind of aggressive early on. I think it's good since Cho can make use of that timing. But you would think that with a Claude and a Valentina, they would actually be the ones looking to take a slight step back.
Yeah, I definitely thought that they were going to take a slight step back, but hey, look, if SRG are willing to make these like really clean rotations, they might as well try and profit off of it. The worst comes to the worst, you lose your battle spells, right? And it's not like Innocent really cares about his battle spells as of right now because he's so in deep in the gold lane and doesn't move very often.
Talker done for Nets, but he is slightly behind Innocent in terms of experience. The fact that this Claude has a lead in the lane against a Roger, that is already a good start for SRG. They're definitely trying to pivot to kind of get Innocent ahead.
They did have to exchange Skies as EXP lead though for that, so hopefully that does pay off here. As I've also heard, we've hit a brand new PCU all-time milestone. We have surpassed Season 12. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. Make sure you guys redeem that code on the screen right there. Reverse a little bit if you didn't catch it. That's your reward for joining us on this incredible journey.
Unbelievable. Took us 7 games last season, but only 6 this season. It was probably going to go down. Dodges the appraisal scrap. Maybe I said it too early. Last Sandy from Cram very early on. Sapat had his own ultimate. If Roman Fury gets used, but it's going to be GB. Takes the turtle with the XP lead. SRG is going to retreat.
Surprisingly, Yums will get to go home as well. Homeboy is not punishing his positioning. So, the net worth difference is reset once again. And that is time that they didn't spend harassing Nets as well. So I imagine the Roger is starting to catch back up.
Oh, Cram. Flicker is dead. Good catch. That's the guy that needs to die.
Nicely played by Subbot here. He's proactively trading against Cram, breaking his Faraga armor, making sure that he is using the Bravest Fighter off of cooldown whenever he has the chance. Because so far, it seems like SRG, and even for the Homeboys, they've just been hovering. No real hard commitments just yet.
I think that's wise, right? We've already seen what happens when these teams hard commit a little bit too hard. Zapato already getting that tier 1 down bottom is incredible. And Nets being able to avoid another gank from Yumes is allowing Homeboys now to gain that net worth advantage.
Definitely building up a bit. Just 1,300. But Chibi being constantly ahead of Sakai's will always allow Homeboys to have that innate advantage when it comes to objective. The next one is less than a minute.
Yeah, and we'll see whether or not it's going to be enough. Because so far, unless Homeboy sets up a situation by this upcoming Turtle Pit for Zorn to actually hit a really big ult, it's going to be tough because SRG, they're going to continuously play this like guerrilla style warfare against the Homeboys. Mid-rotations, they're looking to find that kick. That's why you see Yumes hovering around this riverside as much as he can.
Chibi just got the brute force breastplate as well. Look at the snowball as fast as possible. Do the damage until Nets can come online. Nets has caught back up.
Yeah, he definitely caught back up. You can see that Zorn specifically keeping an eye on Yumes, not allowing him to harass that gold lane anymore. So unfortunately, Innocent got all the help he's gonna get.
They want to break Cram's Firaga armor, and they did it right as the turtle spawned. A bit tough one for Cram. I don't think if they can test this. Chibi is a level ahead of Sakai.
Yeah, not the best situation here for the Red Giants. Homeboy is definitely in a very comfortable spot right now, but they still do have to be wary. That heavy spin can be pretty scary.
Yeah, Cram wants that Firaga armor back, gets it back in time. Bravest Fighter was used by Subbot. Might wait for the timeout Landshaker for the stun. Sakai completely pushed away. Last sanity from Cram to get the kick onto Zorn. Stormy joins the fight. Eternal God dropped by both teams, but Sakai wins the retry battle.
He wins it a level down as well. Just really nice stuff coming out from Sakai's, right? Because Homeboys, their frontliners are doing a lot of work. Zorn's Minoa and Fury making sure that the rest of SRG can't commit too hard on this. And even for Subbot, right? He's allowed to play disrespectful because this is going to be his strongest point in the game before everybody starts to get their defensive items.
Yeah, that's why Homeboys really needs to step on the gas here. But Red Giants not letting that happen. Even now, continuing to try and harass the Nets, maybe Chibi in the jungle if they can, and then immediately just going for the disengage once it doesn't look like they can make anything happen with it. This hit and run strategy will be very effective, and Homeboys need to be the ones to break it open.
He was even used his flicker. He tried to get into Zorn, but Zorn was mid-leap, so cancel it. No flicker for the show. Naz about to get solo killed by Innocent, who just got the golden staff. Subbot, he used his ultimate. Sakai's not the target you want to go for.
Unfortunate and unlucky. Nets was already chunked out pretty heavily, so Innocent, he saw the opportunity, right? 60%, that's enough of a threshold lead to actually jump on top of him. Now, on the bottom side, wait a minute, Homeboys. They're just letting everything go. These turrets are falling faster than I can even see them getting attacked.
Even Cram got one.
Yeah.
This is a problem. Homeboys are starting to falter a little bit. I don't think they expected Nets to fall there, and I think they were really wishing they had a slight bit more lead at this point, especially with a draft like Minotaur and Lapu Lapu. Selangor Red Giants, though, they've understood this. Look at the goal difference now. It's 1.7k. Almost all of that is on Innocent.
Even Subbot started falling behind, considering the lead that he got, right?
I mean, he keeps on leaving his lane for these types of fights and not getting the profit that he's looking for. At this point, you might as well stay in your lane and keep Cram behind. Now, this is where it gets dangerous for SRG because the gold lead is 1.2k. Oh,
they want to break the armor, but it's not going to be easy. Yume's not going to commit the kick just yet, but Firaga armor gone again. Homeboys taking baby steps to stop SRG.
Oh, and Chibi is a full level ahead of Sakai's. They could look to drag this out.
Eternal God, they want to hit on the two. Chibi, big slam. Not big enough though. Cram is about to get his armor back.
They're not doing this.
Yeah,
they're not
Homeboys
doing
have to back this off.
I don't think they can.
They should
Yeah.
not challenge this anymore.
The waves are not in a good place. I don't think Homeboys is willing to give up a Lord for mid-tier 1.
No, I don't think so either. SRG have already postured around. Here
Uli.
comes the pin, Chibi.
Uli, dalawa!
There's everything. The
damage.
kick from Muse, the Kim zone away, and Chibi dies in the process. Sabat had to flicker, and Nats could not join the fight. Can they at least get Yums though?
there's
Knockup
Yums.
is there. Yums flickers conceal to find shelter. SRG just too good.
Yums is out. He's actually escaped from this situation. They picked up Chibi. The Lord should be free.
Ay,
Innocent is
nag-ulti.
getting
Oh no.
This
He's
could be the
push.
beginning of the end for the Homeboys.
Wait. The chunks, they're so low.
Ay,
Wait, Sword Fat Finger is.
Huh?
Oh, he's not gonna have the
Wala
Minoan Fury.
si Son, gago.
This is not an
Nag-ulti
angle
sa
that
push,
Homeboy can
kapitod.
contest.
I mean, it's kind of going both ways, right? Like,
Bobo.
Sakai's is too low to actually sit around here, but unfortunately, with Zorn Fat fingering his ult, Homeboys, they have
diba?
more. They need to
Sabi,
track this even longer.
Oh boy, oh boy. 2K lead, 10 minutes in. Actually, not an insurmountable gap here. Actually quite manageable for the Homeboys as long as they play this intelligently. And Red Giants are controlling this Lord Pit right now. They are baiting their opponents.
It is a big deal for Slug Guys because he caught up in terms of experience. Chibi will pull ahead in just a bit, but I don't think SRG are in any rush.
Yep, I think Homeboy, I mean, as much as SRG aren't in any rush, Homeboys have set up the top wave at least perfectly. Now they have 2 slow pushing waves while they do this Lord dance.
They gotta get past Cram first though. Important Lord fight again. Here comes the big Innocent committing to the back. He's gonna get control, but gets out with the PMI anyways. Minoan Fury missed it completely. Slug Guys saving his team. SRG managing a full retreat.
All right, now they rush the Lord, right? Now they get mid-tier 1, right? Now we're seeing this game actually progress rather than hold on to a stagnated state, right?
Yeah, I hope so. Homeboys got a great engage there. They caught the Red Giants off guard. Innocent blazing do it. Didn't do enough damage. But the Red Giants haven't left. They're still looking to contest
Sipa lang
this.
na maganda.
Yeah, use it as a
Yung-
conceal.
Chibi
Zorn's
lang.
first Sabat might have to give his life for this. Take out the Praise of
Sayang.
Trap. Good trigger finger from Chibi.
Ayun na, ayun na,
Sabat
ayun na,
will go
nakikita,
down. They get the
nakikita.
taunt to Innocent. And
Nakikita
Nets
pa
finds the
tayo
kill, but
dito.
he goes out to Slug Guys. The kick from Yums on the Chibi. Chibi finds the dash.
Chibi,
Energy
wala
Eruption
naman
gets the
yan.
taunt by Yums. Will try to
Ano
fight
na?
for the knockup. Zorn on the other hand
Nice
will be
one.
barbecued by Crab. And the heavy spin comes back up. Slug Guys
Utang na na,
the
puta.
fight. Will save him. Crab.
Crab.
Chibi.
Ah,
Save
Crab.
him. Saves him. The Kage.
Crab.
But now Yums. And then he faces He's gonna go down!
He's done! They're done it!
Ni
They're done it! They
Trombon
finally
Dog,
floored
Dog.
it away! The attack coming in from the Homeboys!
Nag-respawn
Finally,
si- ano,
we
ano,
get to see Chibi die! So many resources to keep their jungler alive, squandered away as SRG bounced back!
I really hope I didn't break anyone's eardrums there. But Red Giants found that pivot point. They found the point where they can break open the tempo, where they can take control of that game. The net worth lead doesn't look all that much just yet still, but the Homeboys do not scale quite as well as their opponents here. Oh,
Stormy.
oh, that's nice. That's what they need.
Very nice.
They finally find 1 back, and now 3-8 so far. Sino Red Giants still in the lead, but the Homeboys are not out of this entirely.
Bam is gonna be next on the chopping block. Has to find a way to use the ult to gain distance. He's gonna break. He's some sort of safe haven. SRG still has the mid-tier 1. I think that's the best case scenario.
Yeah, but like at this point, with how much of a lead that they have, right? Very small moves, but you might as well give it up, especially if you're a man down. That's why Homeboys, they're walking in as 5. They know they have the better team fight comp, especially if you're in a condensed space.
And they want the guys, and that's a full combo already. They get caught. Very nice diversion.
Ooh, these pickups have reset the pivot point. Red Giants had control, but they've lost it now. Those were mistakes. Stormy especially did not need the big head caught out there. Homeboys, this is what they've been looking for. Some kills under Nets' belt going to allow him to catch up.
But he's still dead. Crab is the target again, and there's another ult out. Nothing they catch up to him. Third guys will be the bodyguard. But third guys now becomes the center of attention. They have a lot of damage at this point. Stormy also. And they're just dancing.
Oh, okay. Looking at the state of the game right now, I think we know that Red Giants do still have a slight advantage. But Homeboys have regrouped, they've regained that mental capacity they really needed to keep themselves in this game. Stormy's still topping the damage dealt ranking, and that's why it's so important that Nets was able to get a kill on him earlier to get some momentum back in their favor.
I don't know how much favor they're actually going to get here, right? Because keep in mind, Udil, he's going to reach a point. He's going to reach maximum capacity very, very soon, and then he should be able to wait.
Well, going on to Crab. He has been the punching bag, but this time doesn't even get his outside part. Coming back with Flicker. He wants Stormy, but cannot fully go for him.
This is tense.
It is tense, but they don't get any battle spells out of them. Like, Sabat committed a flicker, and SRG didn't lose theirs. So that might be a point of contention here. Let's see how this plays out, because this Luminous Lord is so important for either side.
It's a Divine Glaive just purchased by Udil. Stormy has an Eternal Guard.
Great Dragon Spear just finished by Nets as well. Everyone hitting very important power spikes. Still a 3K lead for Red Giants, but now that we're 15 minutes in, that's actually not a big difference. This is anyone's game. Positioning matters.
Yeah, and the wave is more set up for Homeboys than it is for...
drop. BB, that's a taunt. Catching 2 Innocent is one of them. They're trying to break Cram's Raga armor against Sabat, just full commit the Bravest Spider. They might even go for more to stun on the Stormy. Crucial resources out from SRG. No flicker for the export.
It just goes to show what they're playing for, right? Homeboys are clearly playing for the fight more than the Lord, and SRG, they're not going to give it to them for free. As long as their cores are healthy, fine, chunk away.
Oh, poor Cram, not having a good time, but he did get that Firaga armor back. Innocence already regen to pull off of the minion wave, so we're back to 0 around this Lord dance.
Yeah, he just got the immortality as well, so an extra life, 2 lives back. Sakai's not letting the lore reset.
No. They're just making it jiggle back and forth every single time. Now this is going to be the full reset as the waves have pushed back.
I'm on the edge of my seat. I've literally just stood. Oh,
wait! Onto Chibi. Chibi needs to go.
Dalawa.
Fury.
Oh my god.
Next. And the
Nice one.
Chibi
Wala na
is
sino,
going down.
Chibi, wala si
He's
Chibi.
free hitting everyone. Sabat trying
Free
to
si ano,
fight.
Season.
But
Free
Ness is on the
Season.
side. This is a good
Season.
angle. Ness, he can go for the
Sinit,
cleanup.
sinit,
Oh my
sinit.
god. First on the go. Ram is there.
Give it there.
Busila ka, Nits.
And it's Ness to go.
Busila ka, Nits.
Innocent is
Pwede
the
ba?
guy
Pwede
who
ba?
but can they stop Ness though?
Si-
Ness
andyan
trying
pa
to
si
run
Innocent.
away. Innocent goes for the chase. Ness gonna turn into the Lycan form. Innocent just got the immortality, so it's not a fight Ness can take.
Oh, they're running back. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it ended up like that. And that could have been a Maniac angle, arguably a Savage angle. Still 2v1 though.
Has to be a hero play from Nets. It has to be a hero play.
Come out, baby.
The guys is low. Blazing to a use. Can they kill Nets? Wisdom of nature! He's
Yes,
stuck
we-
in
Nice!
And Innocent clutches it! They refuse to go down!
I cannot believe what we are watching. I have goosebumps on my goosebumps.
Oh!
They just cured my feet.
Oh my
I can stand now.
You're standing, I'm clenching my butt cheeks. Holy crap. That 2v1 could have gone so well. But at the same time, like SRG, they're really slowing this down. It felt like that fight was happening in slow motion.
They're very deliberate. They know which player needs to be assigned to which part of the team fight. Homeboys, they've been doing such a good job so far of breaking down that Viraga armor, of trying to buy space. But the Lord is crashing down that top lane. Red Giants, how much damage can they do with this?
Biggest lead for a team this game. Lord Crash. Inhibitor still up. I think Homeboys can at least keep the other 2 alive. They don't even lose the top one. Great. This is step number 1 to having a chance of coming back.
I mean, they could stagger this, but it's all up to Yums, right? Can he find that pick?
Couldn't find anyone with a concealed. So guys is gonna bounce out of there. But I think they can get the top one at least.
Yeah, this top inhibitor should fall even just...
Oh, maybe not.
Homeboy's still holding.
Okay, finally he goes down.
All right. Even their own Eternal Guard has come down. And for the most part, honestly, Homeboys have played this pretty well on the defensive stance, right? They walk out a little bit. They try to stagger the waves as much as they can. And now, second waves are going to start coming in. But at this point, wait.
TV, he's going to be pushed back. His team needs to get to him. And the Prince of Red, he can't use it in time. They found his the
Just set
Purify,
yun.
uses the Winds of Nature. Chibi also destroys Immortality in the process. Yum's gonna get caught.
Walang
Because out
na-
of safety,
Oh, di
Chibi finally being able to be escorted
si
out,
Chibi.
but loses his own Immortality. Eternal Gunner
Wala
brought
nang
onto
inyo.
Yum, who dashes away with the Shunpo. Ness
Patay si
going for
ano.
the chase, and that's the first kill onto Yum.
Sige, okay lang.
Successful base defense for the side of the homeboys, right? Now this 6.4k lead really doesn't matter as they've already reached the maximum cap of how many items they can hold.
Everyone's gonna be hitting full build now. Net worth difference doesn't matter all that much anymore, other than switching items, which actually does play a pretty important role here. The Red Giants tried to go for a cheeky pickoff by pushing Chibi away from his team, but unfortunately, Innocent's positioning wasn't quite right enough for him to safely DPS, and because he got chunked out, a lot of the damage from the Red Giants got taken away.
They're looking for Cram again, and this time Cram is able to buy some distance at least with Innocent by his side. But the next Lord, this one, is going to be the deal breaker. 15 seconds left.
And SRG, it looks like
Yeah, no,
they're
ulti
playing a
si
little
ano,
more
ah.
responsive, right? They let the front line
Again.
do what they want, but as soon as they start seeing people trying to affect the side lanes, that's when they have to go and do their chores. At this point, Sligo Red Giants have quite the advantage now that they have the long lane on the opposite side where the Lord spawns with no inhibitor whatsoever. So it's a constant nuisance for the homeboys.
The guy doesn't have Immortality just yet. It was broken the previous Lord fight. He needs a bit more time. Sabat chased away by Innocent. You.
Wait, this is good. Sapat with no ult, they can go for
Ayun,
this, right?
napid si ano.
Has to retreat. Here comes the full engage. Oh, grabbing from the back line. Ness is forced away.
That's two.
Please. May ano siya, Imo, may ino si ano. Grab.
Is this it for
Like.
SRG? I think it is.
Kamsa.
3 dead, about to be 4 Nets. Nowhere to go. SRG have found it. Third time's the charm. A culmination of 3 seasons. They accomplished what homeboys did in 3 years.
Ay, gago.
SRG, this is the next chapter.
Nice one.
They are history.
They have done it! We have a brand new MPL Malaysia champion! The unstoppable, invincible Selangor Red Giants!
What an incredible win from SRG! Give it up to our champions here! The new era is looking red!
An incredible series! Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. That's gonna be all from us from the caster desk. My name is Staffo, Gideon, and Husky. Thank you for joining us this season. We'll let the host take it away to congratulate our new MPL champions.
And there you have it. Selangor Red Giants is your MPL Malaysia musim ke-13 Grand Champion.
Selangor Red Giant adalah pasukan undefeated champion untuk musim kali ini. Mereka berjaya mendominasi regular season sehinggalah ke play-off.
But let's not forget our first runner-up, Homeboys. Mereka akan mewakili Malaysia di wild card di Riyadh.
Ya, mereka juga akan terbang ke Riyadh untuk cuba mengunci slot. Dan kita mendoakan supaya pasukan Homeboys juga akan mewakili Malaysia ke MSC.
And now for the moment that everybody is waiting for. Boys, come on boys, hold the trophy. Ini adalah pasukan yang akan tunjuk dekat MSC Malaysia tengah bangkit.
Mereka bermain dengan cukup baik. Kemenangan terhadap pasukan Homeboys sangat-sangat dirasai. Alright, jadi dalam kiraan 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Selangor Red Giant!
Go on guys, celebrate your victory. Wow, that is an amazing best of 7. Dan mari kita tengok cam highlights dorang pada regular season.
There you go guys, juara untuk MPL Malaysia musim yang ke-13 ini, Selangor Red Giants.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, Sith. I'm pretty sure sekarang dah masa untuk invite VIP kita ke atas pentas.
Yes, untuk memperingati dan merasmikan detik ini, kami ingin menjemput Datuk Seri Dr. Ahmad Zahid bin Hamidi, Timbalan Perdana Menteri dan Menteri Kemajuan Desa dan Wilayah, bersama-sama dengan Mr. Syul Hasan, Senior E-Sport Manager, untuk naik ke atas pentas dan memberikan hadiah kemenangan kepada pemenang kita.
Sith, what an amazing best of 7 series. And okay guys, come on, get your medal. You are the new champions of MPL. Claim it and be proud of it.
Tidak pernah tewas satu game langsung sepanjang MPL Malaysia ini dijalankan. Mereka selayaknya dinobat selaku juara kita yang terbaru.
And I must say it is a well-deserved win. Dorang ada orang kata the perfect run this MPL. Tak jatuh ke lower bracket. Tak kalah satu perlawanan pun di regular season. A straight win. And that team will represent us in the MSC.
Ya, kita juga tahu bagaimana permulaan untuk MPL Malaysia ini dimulakan dengan perlawanan di antara Homeboys dan Selangor Giant, juga diakhiri dengan kedua-dua buah pasukan.
Yes, this is giving me deja vu moments, Sid. Daripada hari pertama di regular season, and we are ending it the exact same way this playoffs grand finale.
Satu penghargaan kerana kita adanya VIP bersama-sama dengan kita untuk sendiri datang ke atas pentas untuk memberikan hadiah, dan ini merupakan sesi untuk bergambar bersama-sama dengan Datuk Seri Zahid bin Hamidi bersama-sama dengan Mr. Syul Hasan. Ambil kenangan ini. Ambil gambar.
All right, everybody. Look at the camera. Look all pretty. Make sure all your faces are seen. Smile. Lift up your medals, guys.
Terima kasih diucapkan kepada yang amat berhormat Datuk Seri Dr. Ahmad bin Zahid Hamidi bersama-sama dengan Encik Mr. Syul Hasan di atas kesudian bersama-sama dengan kita di atas pentas ini, Ros.
And now, we would like a word from the coach of Selangor Red Giants. Guys, your dream team coach, Coach Arcadia.
Sorry guys if my voice is not clear because you know the feeling, this is so unreal. I'm just lost for words. I just want to really say thank you to everyone who supported us through our journey. All of the fans, without you we wouldn't make it. So thank you so much, and thank you to all of the people that are part of Red Giants, to our management, to our staff, to everyone who supports us in this journey. I just want to say, terima kasih semua. And also, I just want to give also props to Homeboys and all to the Flame Boys. This was really an entertaining best of 7 grand finals. So, all the MPL MY community, I just want to say, really, terima kasih. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Coach. All right, can we please have, can we please pass the coach to, can we please pass the mic to Coach Becky? We would also love to hear Coach Becky's input. Coach, now that you guys are the champion, what was the biggest contribution to your successful run in your perfect season?
Unreal. And just thank you for our team for always listening to my advice, even though I'm technically nobody, but finally I'm a champion too.
Wow, heartwarming, emotionally I'm getting overstimulated by the emotions on stage, honestly. It's amazing. But guys, not forgetting that we also have our finals MVP. And to announce our grand finals MVP, we would like to invite up on stage our VIP, Mr. Rabiras Rajakrishnan, head of Hotlink Consumer, onto the stage to present the awards to our grand finals MVP.
Bermula dari season ini, MPL MY akan ada satu benda yang baru untuk Grand Final MVP kita, iaitu kempen #IniChampionMVP kita, di mana player ini boleh memilih satu hero dan pihak Moonton Malaysia sendiri akan design satu merchandise khas untuk pemain ini.
Alright, you guys dengar tak tu? So, dah ready ke untuk tahu siapa finals MVP kita?
Siapa rasa-rasanya MVP kita?
Louder! I'm hearing a lot of names, sih.
Lagi sekali.
Lagi sekali. Siapakah finals MVP anda? Finals MVP kita ialah
Innocent! Congratulations!
Regular season MVP, finals MVP. Dia memang sapul semua MVP di season ini.
Menunjukkan persembahan yang sangat-sangat memukau. Dinobatkan juga sebagai Dream Team untuk role Gold Laner. Dan ini peluang beliau untuk membuktikan beliau selayaknya, sewajarnya dinobatkan selaku final MVP kita.
Yes. Alright, thank you so much to our VIP for presenting this award. Okay, and now it's time for the most awaited interview with our finals MVP. Okay, tolong pegang mock check tu. Innocent! Wow. First of all, do you have a speech prepared?
Thank you because I have buff. That's why we're champion. And I just want to thank my family because they always supporting me, and especially to my girlfriend. Let's go MSC, guys!
Wow! All right. Now, Innocent, just now, Sith said that we have a new thing in MPL Malaysia, which is called Ini Champion MVP Kita, in which you will pick one hero and Moonton will do a merchandise out of that hero to represent you. What hero would you give your Ini Champion MVP Kita to?
Roger!
There you have it, guys. Roger from Innocent.
Memang dah tak disangkakan lagi. Saya rasa semua orang tahu yang beliau akan memilih hero tersebut.
Alright, guys. Mana trophy korang? Okay, trophy. Lift the trophy up and you guys are gonna go party. Ready?
Dan pemenang kita MPL Malaysia musim.
Okay, me, I'll stay. I want to play. No, go. Okay, I'll go. I'll go lock the door.
Well, there's no key, so I can't lock it. Really?
There you go. You can't lock the door. There's no key. I don't know where it is. If I'm gonna be honest, I'm always from others. Okay, here we go. I'll go jungle. Even though, I mean, it's not like I'm the best jungler, but like, not also the worst, so I think I'm good enough. Hmm. There you go. Okay. Who should I ban? Hmm. I'll ban Hades because I know he hurts last. You know, we don't know the opponent, so we don't really know what to ban against them. Let me see what I can pick against them. Karina. Should I go some more flank? I'll probably go some more tanky here. Or should I go someone like Julian? No, I'm not sure. But they have Angela. I think I'm gonna go Esmeralda just because of Julian. Really, want me to go Julian in this? I don't know, man. This screams Esme for me. What do you think? Should I go for Julian? They want Julian. Okay, here we go. This is gonna be fun. Oh. Come on, let's do this. Hundreds for Freya. Okay. Let's finish this real quick, and then we're gonna go Wanderer. And then after Wanderer, we can probably help mid at that point. Okay, let's go. Let's go Wanderer after. And then we can help mid. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I like this person. Okay. And then we can help gold here. Can we get him? Awesome, dude.
There you go. Got one, boys. I'm gonna get take this real quick. I guess we don't. Oh la 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 la. Help. What? They can kill him, but they're still trying to do. Okay, they're stupid. And our gold is stupid. Don't help gold, bro. They just get a top double. They just got double killed. No venom. We know, bro. We know. They're still trying to get stuff from him, even though they already know they won't get stuff from him. Mm. Oh, she got it. Okay, it's okay, it's okay. We're just gonna get that. We're gonna get started off. I mean, she got the blue. She got the blue. Yeah, this is already free. That's free. That's free. That's free. This is free as well. This is free as well. Yeah, we're gonna steal a lot of her. No, it's okay. Let's just steal stuff from her. We're just gonna get a lot of level, ton of level. We can push this side. We can push mid. We can push mid. There you go. Nice one. Nice one. Nice one. Nice one. Nice one. Hmm? Why is it so hard? I'm so confused. Like I don't have the damage. Or it's not like I don't have the damage, I don't have the help to tank them. How can I get the help though? Oh, that's what Angela is for. That's why I wanted to go. This is the exact reason why I wanted to go Esmeralda. They are too much shield, and none of us have like dominance ice or even like just to lower down the shield. Okay, be careful. Be careful. I'm not going to win. Okay, already dead. Already dead. They're gonna try to kill me. They're gonna try to kill me. One, two down. Oh my god. I'm the GOAT, bro. I'm the GOAT. Oh. Nice. Cleared that one. We can get Lord at this point. Sure, this moving sure. I need help. This is not gonna lose this. Bro, I'm Fauna carry. I'm Fauna carry, guys. Look at the carry of my. You look at my carry, bro. Okay, just come, come. You can come, you can come. Yeah, there you go, there you go. You can get this. This, yeah, this is gettable. Really? Mm-hmm. Don't worry. I'm getting a lot of help from them. Oh my god. I just need immortality and I can beat him on my own. I'm not kidding though. It is true. because we heard a lot. We really heard a lot. We really heard a lot. We just need why you need immortality? Or should I get like probably like what blood rings afterwards? Yeah, after immortality I'll get money, enough money to get. Yeah, that's what I would do. We're doing really good. We're doing really, 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 really good. Mm, okay. Okay, not good. They're trying to get pickoffs, and it's not really happening the way we want it to, but it's okay. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. Oh no! Oh my god! Dude, Moskov hurt so much. Uh, how did I not get damaged when I'm magic? He used Wind of Nature on me and I didn't have physical damage. How? I'm confused. He used Wind of Nature on me and it should have given him damage because I'm magic damage and I'm not physical damage. I don't even have physical damage. Well, I have 267, but that's not enough. Okay. Mid, we need to get mid, but we need to get Lord, so what I'll do first is just go left. We're going all left. Maybe go left and clear out and then push a little bit more. That's probably what I would do. So I'm really far out from my team. They're pushing mid. That's good for us. We're pushing both sides. We're pushing so that they are gonna be more, you know, sense. There you go. 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 Just wait. 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 Probably need to go here at least so that I could steal. Okay, there's 20 seconds. Oh my god, he had full health because of me. Oh no, it's because of Angela. Oh, we need to kill Angela first. That's the problem. She's the problem. How can you kill Angela? That's insane. The Angela is the one that made the game harder. Oh, the Angela made it a lot harder, Angela. She gave us a problem, Angela. That Angela is insanely tough to beat. She's the only problem that we had. We didn't have any roam or something. Mm, the Angela was so tough to beat. That's why I wanted to go Esmeralda because at least when they get like, you know, SS, at least I can damage, and with the shield that they're getting, it's technically my damage. How do I explain? Ban Harris. Ban Harris. We should ban Harris. Just to be safe, just to be safe. And then only Minotaur? Okay. I'll show first. I forgot I had no chance. Yeah, but Kai Core. No, just go Akai, I think. Akai is better. Akai is better.
Now Kai enters the scene.
I will protect you.
Okay, I think that's good. That's good enough. That's good enough. I think that's good enough if I'm gonna be honest.
This time, the choice is mine.
Oh, I would have picked that, bro. If he's gonna take my hero, that's kind of sad. Oh.
I do what I
Please
want
pick a
to
hero.
do.
Do you want to make friends with Nana?
Years of imprisonment.
You have enough damage, I feel like.
Gaze upon the edge of the void.
Good, baby. Magic Gatot. Magic Gatot. That's better for us if he goes Magic Gatot. Because it won't do anything. No, it's the thing on you. Here's the thing. It's a diff. It's going. Okay. Okay, it's alright. I'm against the Roth. Thank God he didn't go. Thank God he didn't go Master Assassin or I would have died. Mm. Come on. Let's go. Okay. It's starting.
Welcome to Mobile Legends! 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! All troops deployed!
The world should be enshrouded in
Will I reach it? I'm
darkness.
reaching it, right? Yeah, I'm reaching it.
Revenge has consumed me. Light to darkness is just a moment away. History has
Wait, let me get level 4 real quick. Good, I'm good.
To darkness is just a moment away.
Nice one. We're doing really good. I think I'm doing great. The opponent is not really ahead of me that much.
Should be enshrouded in darkness. Revenge.
Yep.
Stole the blueprint. Passed down by one empire. Can burn. The world should be enshrouded in darkness.
Oh my days, I'm crazy cracked. Nice one. Are you serious? I didn't have. Why is our jungle so mad bad? Crazy.
Stole the blueprints. Passed down by 1,000 generations.
It's okay. We're cutting it. Cut it. What will she do? Come on, come to me.
Revenge has
Killing spree. Your team destroyed a turret.
light to darkness is just a moment away.
What?
Hurts.
Hindi nanonood sa'yo.
Oh no, talaga. Oh.
Light to darkness. The world should be enshrouded in darkness.
Bro, I'm doing so good. It's crazy. I'm going insane.
Pre, ilagay daw to sa meet ko.
Oh.
Saan yun?
I know, medyo mo. You might already. Ano ba yun?
My head hurts. Light to darkness is just a moment.
Mega kill.
Nice one.
Ally has slain the turtle.
no, 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 no. Look. Great shot.
History has long forgotten.
Your team destroyed a turret.
Revenge has consumed me. Who stole the blueprints passed down by 1,000 generations?
Okay.
The Empire can burn!
Slain an enemy. Double kill. Triple kill. Team
Both.
destroyed the
Oh.
turret. Breakaway. You destroyed a turret.
Brother, I am.
Your team destroyed a turret. Legendary. An enemy has been slain. Double kill.
I'm just gonna get on that.
Who stole the blueprints passed down by 1,000 generations? My head hurts. How can I go
Request backup.
No, you can go there.
Okay.
should be enshrouded?
Yes, I can now make it.
Ally has slain Orb. Killing spree. Our turret has been destroyed. Team destroyed a turret. Initiate retreat.
Bruh.
History has
When
long
you say
forgotten
there
me.
is a name. Wait. They only can go first and without you. That's insane. What did they do?
Revenge has consumed me.
There's someone who died on that team? Oh, it's sure. Oh, no problem. We're playing like that, close, bro.
Should be enshrouded
Playing
in
with that.
History has long forgotten me.
Nice one. Let's go. Woo. Nice.
Victory.
Of course. No death allowed. Okay, great. Now I guess I'll go up. Well, I guess I'll see you guys next time. See you.